OK, guys, it's the final. We've got to choose one couple which is going to represent the UK in the European Championships. We have to make the right decision. What were your feelings on James and Caroline's performance tonight?
Overall, I don't think James and Caroline quite reached the heights of last week, but I still think they performed to an extremely high level.
The problem with James and Caroline is that I don't know if I trust them of going and practicing hard to European Championships. That's the only problem I've got with those two.
Well, they said they would.
But saying and doing it is a different thing.
I think we've got a huge decision to make here. They've never represented their country or done anything of this magnitude.
Yeah.
So, in a way, when you compare that to Denmark, I think they're both competitors. The next 10 weeks, they're going to be really on their own. They haven't got the adulation of an audience every week and us judges.
No,
you know, they have to find something deep within them.
But James and Caroline, the last 2 weeks for me, have shown a massive difference in their approach towards their dancing.
I'm not saying they're not going to work. I'm saying it's a question mark in my mind.
I don't think it's a question mark.
I say
it's a question mark for both of them.
For me, I feel it's a risk, and it's something that we should bear in mind.
OK, so now we move on to Denmark. Ola.
Quickstep was very effective, the choreography was brilliant, the music was brilliant, and, you know, the facial expressions she was doing, you know, it was brilliant, it was catchy. Technically, OK, maybe not great either, but, you know, the Quickstep was probably one of their best dancers, or not their best, but one of them.
I didn't think it was technically great, you know. I think there was some moments which was a little bit messy, but they really enjoyed themselves and they found themselves.
And that's why I enjoyed it the most out of their dances. Now, how do you compare a Latin couple to a ballroom couple? That, for me, is the hard decision, because Mark and Di are fabulous at the ballroom, James and Caroline are fabulous at the Latin. Now we've got to choose one or the other.
But then don't you have to say, will James and Caroline's Latin stand up to the best dancers in the world? And will Denmark's ballroom stand up to the best ballroom dancers in the world? That's how you have to look at it.
And that is a decision only you can make for yourself, you can make for yourself, and I can make for myself. But I think we're going to have to bring them back and make that decision now.
Ooh. I'd absolutely love Mark and I to win, but the whole process is, you know, just learning to dance, that is the winning ticket for me, really.
You know, if we win, I will be amazed and I will be over the moon. If we lose, I won't be unhappy, because we did everything we could do. You know, the best couple win on the day. If we win, we were the best. If they win, they were the best, and I accept that.
We've done good performances and they've seen us really turn it on, so I think they trust that we can do it. But you just don't know what they're thinking or what they're looking for.
They explain to us that they're also judging it on who they think can put the work in, can put the time in, can, you know, not just the best dancers. So they're not looking for the best dancers now. They're looking for people who will work hard to get to those finals. And with mine and James's former reputation, that could go against us.
She looked so happy doing the second dance, the ballroom one. I think that she really suits that with Mark especially. I'm just praying that she wins now.
I could only dream to perform like James did. When he came out on one hand, that did shock me. I didn't quite know what was going on, but that was amazing.
Yeah, it's very difficult. And I won't say one or the other. I think Caroline and James are the favourites, but I would not be surprised at all if they give it to Di and Mark.
I think it will be a very, very difficult choice for the judges.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to be the judges.
The couples are about to be called back to the dance floor, but one judge is still struggling to decide.
One couple are consistent, and I know they could do the job. But the other couple have got flair, and they're a risk, you know, but if it works out, they could be unbelievable. What do I do? What do I do? That's where I'm torn.
But finally, it's decision time.
You've reached an excellent level of dancing in a really short space of time, and we feel that both couples would do a great job to represent the UK at the European Championships. However, there can only be one couple And that decision has been made, and the decision is unanimous.
It is between your Latin, James and Caroline, and your ballroom, Diane Mark, and it was really extremely difficult. And if I could, I would send both of you to European Championships, but I can't.
I flicked from one couple to another. I mean, there's genuine reasons why either of you couples could go and represent the UK and do us proud. But it's time for us to get on with it, and there can only be one winner. And the couple that we would like to see dance at the European Championships is James and Caroline.
Okay, Di and Mark, you have done yourselves proud. It was a really, really difficult decision. You know what? It could have been either of you. It was that close. Is there anything that you want to say?
Just thank you to everybody. It's just been absolutely wonderful.
I think I've been blessed with Di because I believe she's the best in the chair, and I think she's got me through a lot of the times.
Let's hear it one more time from Mark and Di.